Could this be a turning point in Wang Yibo's career? Sometimes, the biggest career moments do not arrive with a trophy, a blockbuster announcement, or a dramatic headline. Sometimes, they arrive through a tiny behind-the-scenes moment that reveals something much more important: how an established star is changing the way audiences see him. In Wang Yibo's case, that shift has been especially visible in 2026. His career has already expanded far beyond his beginnings as an idol. He has built a profile across music, acting, dance, fashion, extreme sports, and professional racing. But recently, another side of Wang Yibo has started attracting attention: a more relaxed, fearless, and unexpectedly natural version of the star. One of the clearest examples came through behind-the-scenes footage connected with his fashion work. A small interaction involving editor Lu Chong became a talking point online. In the clip, Lu Chong reportedly wanted to send a racing-themed Wang Yibo meme in a workgroup, but realized Wang Yibo himself was present and jokingly censored the image. The twist was that Wang Yibo noticed what was happening. His reaction reportedly moved from surprise to trying not to laugh before he turned away. On its own, that moment is hardly a career milestone. But that is exactly why it became interesting. It showed a side of Wang Yibo that audiences do not always see in carefully produced performances: quick, understated, slightly mischievous, and completely unscripted. And then came another detail that generated even more discussion. During the same fashion-related appearance, Wang Yibo reportedly appeared with extremely minimal makeup, essentially washing his face and going directly in front of the camera. The official Vogue-related content playfully referred to him as Wang Dayton, or Wang the Bold, turning his lack of elaborate preparation into part of the story. For a celebrity whose image has often been associated with precision, styling, and an unmistakable coolness, that decision carries a certain significance. It suggests confidence. Not the loud kind. The quieter kind that says an artist no longer needs to hide behind layers of production to command attention. That is worth remembering when looking at where Wang Yibo came from. He first entered the public eye as a member of UNIQ in 2014, working as a singer, dancer, and rapper. He later became a television host and gradually expanded into acting. His major breakthrough came with the enormous popularity of The Untamed in 2019, which transformed his visibility and established him as one of the most recognizable young stars in China. But Wang Yibo did something important after achieving that level of fame. He kept adding new dimensions to his career. Rather than remaining entirely within the idol or television star category, he pursued interests that were already part of his personality. Dance remained central to his identity. Motorcycling and racing became increasingly important. Skateboarding and other action-oriented pursuits reinforced an image of physical discipline and exploration. His professional racing journey is particularly revealing. Wang Yibo's involvement with motorsport was not simply a celebrity appearing at a racetrack for publicity. He developed genuine competitive experience, and his racing activities became an increasingly visible part of his public identity. Official posts from 2026 have continued to document his preparation and competition activities with 85 racing, including testing and race weekends. That matters because it changes the question surrounding his career. Instead of asking, "What role will Wang Yibo play next?" audiences can increasingly ask, "What kind of career does Wang Yibo actually want to build?" And fashion provides another answer. For years, Wang Yibo has been closely associated with major fashion publications and international luxury brands. He has appeared on the Chinese editions of major magazines including Vogue, GQ, ELLE, Marie Claire, Cosmopolitan, and Harper's Bazaar. Then came a particularly notable 2026 moment. In April, Wang Yibo became the cover star of the relaunch issue of GQ China's Elite GQ edition. The issue was limited to 50,000 copies, and reports said the copies sold out rapidly after release. The significance was not simply the number of magazines sold. The timing mattered. This was a relaunch issue, meaning the cover itself carried symbolic weight for the publication. Wang Yibo was not merely participating in another promotional photo shoot. He was positioned at the front of a renewed editorial chapter for the magazine. That is where his recent natural behind-the-scenes image becomes more interesting. The polished fashion Wang Yibo and the relaxed Wang Yibo are not necessarily two different identities. They may actually be becoming two sides of the same career. One side is highly controlled, the cinematic photographs, luxury campaigns, dramatic styling, and carefully constructed visual concepts. The other is increasingly spontaneous, the racing obsession, the casual reactions, the minimal makeup appearance, and the small moments that fans discover in behind-the-scenes footage. That combination could be powerful, because audiences eventually become familiar with perfection. What keeps a long-running celebrity image interesting is evolution. And Wang Yibo appears to have something many artists struggle to develop after reaching the top: multiple credible directions. He can be viewed through the lens of entertainment. He can be viewed through fashion. He can be viewed through sports. He can be viewed through film. And increasingly, he can be viewed through the lens of personal discipline and exploration. Even his racing activities demonstrate that his public image is not limited to something that happens on a stage. In 2026, his official account continued documenting racing preparation and competition, including his return to the Zhuhai circuit. That consistency is important. A single appearance can create a viral moment. A repeated commitment can create a reputation. And reputation is what ultimately shapes a career. This is also why the small details from the fashion shoot matter more than they initially seem. The meme incident showed his spontaneous personality. The minimal makeup appearance highlighted confidence. The long-term fitness or activity tracking detail reportedly associated with his sports bracelet suggested discipline. And the rapid sellout of the limited GQ issue demonstrated that his commercial and audience appeal remains highly active. Put together, these details tell a much bigger story. Wang Yibo may be moving from simply being a highly recognizable celebrity toward becoming a more distinctive multi-field personality. That distinction is important. A celebrity can be famous because of one breakthrough role. A long-term career usually requires something else: the ability to make different interests reinforce one another. For Wang Yibo, racing can strengthen his image of determination. Fashion can showcase his visual versatility. Acting can demonstrate artistic range. Dance connects him to his original performance identity. And his quieter, more natural moments can make all of those polished achievements feel more human. Of course, it would be too early to declare that 2026 is definitively the turning point of his entire career. Career trajectories are only clear in hindsight. A viral moment can disappear. A magazine can become yesterday's headline. A new project can change expectations again. But there are reasons to watch closely. Wang Yibo is no longer building recognition from zero. He is building on an established foundation while experimenting with different versions of himself. And perhaps that is the real turning point. Not becoming famous. Not becoming successful. But becoming increasingly difficult to define with just one label. For Celeb Buzz Insider, that may be the most fascinating part of Wang Yibo's current story. The question is no longer whether he can attract attention. He clearly can. The more interesting question is what he will do with that attention next. Could the fearless, natural moments behind the camera eventually become as important to his image as the perfectly composed moments in front of it? Could racing, fashion, film, and performance gradually merge into a career identity that belongs uniquely to Wang Yibo? And could this period ultimately be remembered as the moment when audiences began seeing not just the star they already knew, but the person and professional he was becoming? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Wang Yibo's story is still moving. Is this the beginning of a new chapter for Wang Yibo, or simply another unforgettable moment?